Hola, what is up everybody? Welcome back to the Reliable Tech channel. In today's video, we're gonna go over the MKBHD edition of the Ridge commuter backpack and carry-on luggage. So I'm gonna check it out, see if this is helpful in the day-to-day and all that. And this one, I do a lot of traveling now. So on planes and stuff like that, where I need good quality and very useful, efficient, things in my day-to-day, especially with the backpack. I'll tell you what I do and don't like and see if it's as good as you would think it is coming from Marquez himself, if there is any wasted space in here, or, if it's good or bad. So check it out. And if you're new here, please, comment, leave suggestions on what you guys think or what you want to see else in videos coming up. But also just subscribe. It would help a lot. This channel has been doing really well. I appreciate everybody supporting and getting good information out of these videos. I usually follow up and try to help with any questions or, like I said, suggestions on, the tests that we do on some of the tech. So I really appreciate the comments. And like I said, just subscribe, help us out here. So I'm gonna look at the backpack first. So I typically take a backpack with me everywhere. So I've always said, because I get asked, like, why do I have the backpack with me at all times? If I'm without my backpack, I'm lost. Like, I forget either cash, backup credit cards, debit cards, spare keys, like for a storage unit, all sorts of things usually live in here, and my iPad and my camera gear and, just things like that. So this backpack specifically, like I said, is the MKBHD Ridge version of it. And I just didn't want something too bulky. So this one I think is a good median as far as, like, it's not that big accordion style backpack, but it's also not like a super small one that you can only have one compartment. This one is weird, kind of. And this one is very different from their regular. So if you get like one of their olive green or black regular commuter backpacks, it is very different. Marquez actually went and changed a few of the designs that went into this backpack. And for the most part, they're cool, but it's lacking in a few situations where I wish they could have done a better job. It is very clean. Very clean. You don't see much on the outside. There's nothing hanging off of it, where that would be my first real gripe about it, is that there's no D-rings. There's no, like, anywhere to clip anything. All you have are these two pockets on the outside, which are water bottle pockets. And they're the same on both sides, so it's not the enclosed zipper style that you see on the other versions. And I will try my best to show you around the bag. So you have this big pocket here, which is just a deep pocket that goes down basically almost towards the bottom. It's a super thin, long pocket, so not a lot of things can go in there. I think on the other bags it's meant to be, or I don't know if it's an older version, like for excessively bigger water bottles, which I'll test that out in a bit. But I keep a fold-out keyboard for my tablet. So this one specifically is a keyboard with a trackpad on it. So that's what I keep usually in the front pocket of any of the bags that I have. And a face shield for winter. So when it gets cold, I like to have a face shield on me, because I don't like the cold and I can't deal with it. So that's just in that pocket. There's not a whole lot that I can put in it. Again, because it's a very thin pocket, it won't expand much. So I've tried putting some camera gear in there, but then again, I don't want this to be the first thing that hits if I run into anything or I get hit in the back. Like, that's just a small little pocket there. So one of the cool things is, if you guys follow me at all on my other channels, I love magnets. So these pockets on the side, I was a little bit worried about them because they're just open. I can't use them or I thought I couldn't use them for anything else other than water bottles or drinks or whatever. I usually carry an energy drink. We took a trip recently. You can carry water bottles if you guys are walking around a lot. So I do like this. I just wish maybe one side could have been enclosed, zippered, like on the normal backpacks they have, and then the other side could have been your water bottle storage, which is what some of the cheaper backpacks do. It's usually one side is for a bottle and the other side is for an enclosure that you can put stuff in. So I usually keep like AirPods, sometimes my keys on those other pockets. These are open. I was like, I don't want my keys falling out, my AirPods falling out. But the cool thing is that when you open it, it expands. There is a little bit of give here that it stretches right here on this band. And then you got this little mesh here that's pretty good. It's a little thin, but it looks durable, or feels durable. And I do have some earbuds. These are the ones that I reviewed probably in the last video. So when I put these in here, there's magnets on top. So that's the cool part about it. You got a magnet here. Doesn't close it completely, but it keeps it a little bit secured and snug to where, you know, those AirPods or whatever you put in there, they went up to here, right where it, you know, where it squeezes the top. They're not gonna fall out. So that's a cool thing, as you can still use it to put something in that you want quick access to. And it gives you just a little bit of security that it's closed with that magnet. It's just a little clasp, and it's not centered. I wish it would have been centered, but it's off to the side, and it does just enough to kind of close that off and make it a pocket. Again, I still would have preferred a zippered style with some extra little pockets inside. That would have been perfect, but I'm okay with this. Usually I just keep AirPods, or like I said, I would prefer to keep keys somewhere out here, but there's not really anywhere. No little hidden pockets that I've seen on other bags that would be perfect, and a perfect addition to this one. This handle goes away when you're not using it, which I think is super clever, super cool. And when you need it, you pick it up and there's the handle. The way it does that is really cool. It's magnets again. So you can see that it closes that little gap, and it gives it that nice clean aesthetic that I really enjoy about this bag. And it does stand up. The base is kind of wide, so that's kind of cool. The backpack straps are neat, comfortable, padded. There's this mesh in the back that is breathable, and they're just the right amount of cushion. They're not super cushiony, they're not super thin, and they're not flimsy whatsoever. These are pretty sturdy themselves. And then the little chest sternum strap is magnetic too, so big fan of that. And then it won't just come off. You gotta slide it up to remove it, but it is a magnet there. The other cool thing that I really enjoyed is, for the lack of D-rings and maybe a hidden pocket on the side somewhere, you got a hidden pocket, which is one of my favorite things on the inside here. So you do have your strap here, which is like a seat belt material, and then you got this little zipper here, and that's where I can keep like a backup wallet or anything like that. Gift cards, if you want to put keys here, it is padded, you won't feel it too much, but that's where I would keep, like, if I don't want to carry my ID, a wallet, something like that, that's where I would store it, so that I know when I'm wearing it, it can't really be stolen, because it's on the inside. You're wearing it, this is your back. This whole thing right here is padded pretty well. It is very rigid. That's something I do really enjoy about this backpack, is how rigid it is for a smaller type backpack. And you got the little hook here if you guys want to hang it up. Just small little hook there. On the regular backpacks, if you get any other color from Ridge, the one thing I didn't like, so this is a good change, a great change, is that the laptop access was on the side. You don't have to worry about that on the MKBHD version. The laptop access is on top. So if you want to open this up, you get a really soft interior. And you do, right now I have some work things in there. This opens just a little bit, it's a little mouth. You open this up, it won't scratch up your laptop, tablet, anything like that. And it's not only just, I wish it would have been a little bit of a better divider, but again, you get a little mesh pocket in here to divide it if you want to put a laptop and like me, like some paperwork or anything like that. You can divide the two things, that way you're not crumpling up and getting things mixed up. Or if you have a tablet and a laptop, you can keep them separate. You don't want them rubbing up on each other. This little open top is way better than the side axis in my opinion, because I always set this down next to me. And the fact that it stands up on its own just makes more sense to have the axis through the top. So that's one change that I do, and well, I really like that he did. And then you're gonna see another one here that opens about a little bit around the same, right? You can access, you would use this one to access anything here in these little pockets, but to better show you that main compartment, you can actually get this other zippered style, this other zippered compartment that is all the way down, which I think it's kind of redundant to have two access points to the same compartment, but if you're gonna do it, I think they did it the right way. So I do enjoy that you can sit this or lay this down and completely open it, right? So this is really good for a use if you guys are using this for luggage. If you want to put shirts, extra clothing, jackets, anything like that, you would need to open it up this way and then kind of fill it out as a traditional luggage bag, right? You're gonna roll up all your clothes, pack it away. You got some mesh pockets down here where you can put toiletries, anything like that. iPad usually goes with me. I keep it in this section because it will get lost because it is a mini in that bigger laptop compartment. And then they have a divider here that is secured with Velcro. That shelf keeps my iPad up here to where I don't have to open this all the way. I can just reach in and get it. And then when I want to get to my camera gear, that's in this bottom compartment. And some tripods and different mounts can all be here at the very bottom. The stuff that I don't use as much gets a little, its own little compartment when it's closed. It stays there, it never moves around, never flips around, gets thrown out or anything like that. It stays there, and I only need to access from the shelf up, which is the iPad, pens, keys. The only thing I would have preferred is if they had D-rings, somewhere to clip keys. And I think this is not Ridge branded. I think they do make a key set like this. So I like to keep these, and you flip out your keys and do whatever you need to do. It does have for a D-ring. I'm gonna figure out, maybe I'll clip it to the zipper or something. But for now, I gotta put it in the pocket, and then putting it in these pockets, I mean, it's whatever. That's kind of what I had to do for now. And I have one there, and I think I had another set somewhere, like, well, that's a thermal camera that I'm using for work. But you know, stuff like that. It's just, you get two on the bottom, two in the middle that are stretchy pockets. You get these vertical ones directly in the middle that are for only 2 pens. I like to keep more than 2 pens, but they only give you 2 slots there. And then this big zippered one goes kind of down the length of the compartment here. And I needed a spot to put some battery banks. So, you know, for now I got these, and I always at least carry 2, and that seems to be the only spot for them. 2 pouches on the little flap that comes down. Typically, I don't want to put too much in those, so there's some extra long USB-C cords. And then up here would be like something I can get a little bit quicker. Is going to be some some wall plugs. And then one of the shorter USB cables that I can easily coil up. It's magnetic. I have a video on that if you're interested. But yeah, chargers, that's what I use these little pouches for on any of the bags that I get. So we got chargers up in here, or cables at least. And that's all I keep in that backpack. And when I do get somewhere and put it down, I do love that it just stands on its own. All right, and then really quick, this is the luggage bag. I've been traveling a lot for business, for content creation, expos, trade shows, to where I kind of finally, saw the value in getting real luggage. I had like Walmart luggage for a long time, which if you get the right one, it's not bad, but I had really bad cheap ones. So finally put some money into some luggage. I do like the build of this. It is a hard shell, obviously. Has this little texture to it on the outside. I'm a big red and black person, so I do love that in this kit, because I do like the bag better than their original one, the backpack. So for one, getting that version of that backpack, but also getting a luggage bag that has the red accents and is easy to spot in the carousel when you're going to pick up your checked bags. Because a lot of times I'll take it as a carry-on and I'll bring it back as a checked bag if I had to take anything home with me, especially at trade shows. They give you like tools and a lot of dangerous things that you won't be able to take on a plane, on a carry-on. So I like being able to recognize my luggage from afar relatively easy. And the wheels have been great. They have this little handle on top that is very slim, sleek, pulls up, and then you got a handle on this side as well if you want to carry it sideways, which I don't know if you would want to, but you can do that as well. Like I said, this is the MKBHD version. His logo's on the front. This little handle here has a cushion grip, which it's very sturdy. It's not super soft. It is just soft to the feel. It is not cushiony or anything like that. But it probably helps with the, walking all the way through airports, which I've been to Atlanta now and Denver, huge airports, and you're going to need something that can keep up with you. The main reason I switched to this is because I had duffel bags before, and then putting those down and trying to look up something on your phone or call an Uber, and then I actually threw my last backpack down a little too quick, and thankfully I had a case on it, but I cracked the case on the laptop. So from now on, I wanted either hard shell or a backpack that is padded very well, which that one is. So don't have to worry about it too much when I set it down and there's a laptop in it, They're a pair. They're, meant to work with each other. So you got that. Or let's try it. Yeah. And here's your strap. That's your luggage right there. And you can walk around without even wearing it. So, you get the set, they work together. My other backpack didn't have that option. It goes all the way by itself. Here you do have a lock. I've never locked my luggage, but the zippers have these little ends that go in there. And then you put in your code. You can set it however you want. You just flip that up and they pop out. The little ends go into that, and then that's how it locks. It is a zippered, fully zippered luggage bag. What would have been cool is maybe latches instead. It just completely closes. You latch it, unlock it. I think that would be a little bit, little more peace of mind. So then we go around and open it. You got a whole lot of Ridge logos in here, but you get this little divider here that can be zipped up, and then this one, so it has a backward zipper. I guess you're not supposed to open it, but I did. There's nothing in here, it's just the inside of it. But this is lined. Yeah, I jammed it, so let's not do that again. Liner here so you can put stuff in there. This little top part encloses that section. So once you zipper the mesh divider, which is also more pockets, that side stays enclosed. You got clips on this side, and then this is attached to those clips, and you got another divider compartment. If you want to put clothes in there, put that on top, close it up. This is just another little mesh pocket. Dirty clothes, I would assume, things like that, or you want to keep something separate. This mesh pocket is one-sided, so you open this up and oh, you got a bunch of stuff in here. They give you a smart eraser, basically. You got a matching luggage tag. All right, cool. You can fill out a luggage tag, clip it closed, so nobody needs to see it unless they find it, and then a little belt loop buckle type thing, and that's your luggage tag there. Drawstring bag, which you can use for shoes and things like that, which is actually come in handy. I don't typically carry a lot of extra shoes, but if it's work related, I might need to take my boots, things like that. Those are always dirty. It's nice to have a bag that you can put them in and not get your clothes dirty or smelly, whatever it is. And another bag, or this one might be for your dirty clothes. I don't know. There's another mesh bag here. This one is, okay, yeah, this one is, that, the other one I showed earlier is just a divider. Do whatever you want with it. They tell you this is your laundry bag and put your dirty clothes in this one, which is cool because the old way of doing it is you get a Walmart bag, throw it in there and throw it in the duffel bag. So nice to have something dedicated and a little more efficient, nicer, instead of shoving a Walmart bag in there. And you can have your dirty clothes separate, and then you can even throw them in a different compartment, keep them separate from your nice clothes, whatever it is, and you're set. So that is basically it. You do have an air tag area here, which is nice. You also have that here in on the inside. So air tag, it tells you that there's an air tag there that you rip off. It's supposed to be ripped off, and it's just a little Velcro pocket, very discreet. I might buy a pack of them because I want to get one for my dog, because sometimes if he gets out. Tried other brands, none of them work like air tags. So if I get a pack, usually they're cheaper in a pack. I'm gonna probably stick one in each one of these and just call it a day, and then I don't have to worry about it. I did want to mention that shelf is removable, but if you still want the sturdiness of it, but I don't know if it goes all the way to the bottom. There's two areas, so you can see where the Velcro is here. There's another piece right under it, but the only thing is you get this little gap on the bottom, which I don't know what that is meant for. So unless you want to hide something there, right? And then it looks like, if it's not open all the way, it looks like that's the bottom, but then you got like this little secret area. You can do that, or you can just take it out completely. All right, this is the backpack with the shelf, with the iPad, with the MacBook Pro in it. And I like the size. It's not crazy. It's not like a miniature toy size. It's not super big like the big ones that expand and everything. It's just a nice little backpack. You can walk around the city, work area. I can take it in my truck and van without clearing too much space, and it carries basically what I need on a daily basis. It's gonna be great for travel, because if I can keep one backpack that I always just grab, and it's my daily driver, but it's also the backpack I take, through airports and stuff like that, that's beneficial to me because I buy it once and that's it. The luggage has really nice wheels. It's the four big wheels, and they do really well. We'll see how they hold up. The luggage, when you slide it on, it's a little snug, but it goes on just fine. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is a bag that they gave me. I might have to re-gift this or something. I'm trying to open it nicely. So the deal right before this, because this was like a holiday deal, Black Friday deal, I paid $400 for the kit, and then you get something for free, which at the time when I first looked, it was supposed to be like a small bag, which I was like, okay, cool. It's a camera bag, or it's a toiletry bag, or something for items that I can keep secured in a bag, right? So I was ready to get that. And then it changed the next day, or whenever I bought it, and it turned into a duffel bag, which I was like, I'm trying to get away from duffel bags because they're such a hassle. And the one that I do have converts into a backpack. And I was like, if anything, I'd rather have that one. But they sent me a duffel bag as part of the promotion. I don't know why they gave me white. There was navy and maybe green or something. I would have loved any of those colors. And they gave me white. I'm gonna get this thing so dirty. It has buttons on the handle, which I probably won't like. It's actually a really small bag. So you get a mesh laundry bag like the other one we showed. You get another drawstring bag like the one that I showed for your shoes. I don't know why I struggle with that so much, but this is your duffel bag. It's a decent size. I have a slightly larger one that I was using for travel and vacations before. This one is cool though. So it has that little floor piece at the bottom. So you're able to put in a battery bank, and then you can connect a charger cable on the outside. You do have a big pouch, pretty big pouch on the inside wall with a couple of other, they're not stretchy or anything, but just a couple other pockets right in front of it. The other side is blank. Everything else is wide open. I think you have another spot for, oh, actually that's you got a little pocket right by the thing. That's your, for your battery bank. So it's right there. That goes there, you plug it in, and then you got the little piece that you can put your cable in. Another zipper pouch on the outside. And yeah, I mean, I don't know, gym bag. I might have thought about it for work, but white will not last. But yeah, they got duffel bags. I don't know if these are for sale. This came, like I said, with it as a free item. And I'll probably give it to one of my kids. So really enjoyed this backpack, a lot of pros and cons. And they went the sleek, super minimalistic, modern, aesthetically pleasing route, which I love. But for functionality, I would just want enclosed pocket on the outside, maybe some extra pockets if you could, extra pen pockets, some D-rings inside and outside, and this would have been the perfect bag. I appreciate you guys for watching. Hopefully this was helpful. Remember to subscribe, drop a comment, smash the like button. I appreciate everybody that tunes in. This is the MKBHD Ridge backpack. I know now he's on board and kind of running and designing a lot of the new products. So maybe he'll see this. So you never know. I've had companies reach out after videos that I drop, big companies. So Marquez, if you're listening, just a few pointers, you never know. Just maybe speak it into existence. I appreciate you guys. I'll see y'all later.